Okay, what is GTA 6 Online actually going to be? I mean, we've been hearing claims for a while now, everything from a modernized version of GTA Online in a new city to some mod-friendly metaverse filled with sentient AI. And I think both ends are missing some key factors that really help us understand what Rockstar is actually doing behind the scenes. Whether you've been deep into these topics already or you have no idea what I'm about to be talking about, stick around because once I lay out a few basic facts, I think it all starts to make a lot more sense. I'm Sav, this ain't your average YouTube clickbait, let's dive in. Alright, so let's start off with something simple. Back in 2023, Rockstar bought Cfx.re, the team behind FiveM and RedM. And I talked about that a lot in my last video. We're not going to rehash most of that. Most people saw the headline, skimmed the newswire post, and moved on a day or two later. To them, it just looked like Rockstar was finally supporting the RP scene, maybe even overdue. And that's exactly how Rockstar framed it. A move to support creativity, celebrate the community, all the usual language. But not everybody saw it that way. Some people, especially those who'd been deep in the RP world for years, saw it as a death sentence. A big studio stepping in, cleaning things up, and locking it down. And whether you agreed or not, you could feel the split. But here's what most people missed. After the announcement dropped, everybody moved on, and that's when things quietly started getting weird behind the scenes. The founder of CFX, NTA, was let go not long after the merger, and then more team members started disappearing. Then the updates slowed, support started getting shaky, and people who'd been around for years started saying that something felt off. And internally, it wasn't smooth either. Reports from former FiveM devs on outlets like Digiday talked about the real tension between the original CFX team and Rockstar's internal structure. Frustration with leadership, complaints about bad communication, people started leaving. This is the first piece of the puzzle, and once you see what comes next, it starts to make more sense. But before we get into that, I want to do a quick shout out to the sponsor supporting this video. If you've been thinking about getting into RP or just want something fresh while we wait for GTA 6, you should absolutely check out Grand Roleplay. They've been doing this for over 4 years now with a solid track record, regular updates, active dev support, and one of the most stable RP servers out there. And this isn't one of those anything goes chaos servers. Grand RP has its own set of rules, a dedicated community, and a system that actually rewards story-driven play. You can build a character, make choices that stick, and shape how people in the world respond to you. Imagine that, a roleplay that actually feels like roleplay. And the best part is, it's completely free to get started. All you have to do is click the link in the description, register, and you'll get some really awesome starter bonuses to help you hit the ground running. Whether you're new to RP or just looking for a better place to play, Grand RP is definitely worth checking out. And there's never been a better time to do it, considering we still have about 11 months left until GTA 6. So big thanks to them for supporting the channel. Now let's get back into it. So here's where things start to get really strange. Because as weird as the FiveM buyout was, it gets even more interesting when you realize Rockstar had already been trying to build something like FiveM themselves. Internally, it was called Project Rome. And if you're deep in the GTA community, I know you've heard that name before. You already know this part of the story. For everyone else, Rome had been in development since at least 2021, according to the sources close to the project. It was meant to be Rockstar's own version of FiveM, an internal toolset that brought roleplay and mod-style content all under one roof. Their roof. But it stalled. It was short on tools, talent, and they eventually shelved it. But then the CFX deal comes out of nowhere, and almost immediately, we start hearing rumors that Rome is back in development. Same internal name, same goal. But now, Rockstar has the devs, the backend, and the institutional knowledge that they were missing prior. So in reality, it was a lot less of a merger and actually more of a murder followed by the harvesting of organs, because FiveM woke up in a bathtub full of ice with a Rockstar brand on their ass and a few missing parts. But here's the ruthless part of the whole story. The deal was reportedly worth around $20 million. But when NTA was let go, it triggered a clause that cut the final payout in half. And on the surface, it sounds like things just didn't go as planned. But beneath the waves, you can make an argument that this was a cold and calculated move by Rockstar. Why spend millions just to gut the team and let support fall off a cliff? I'd argue that that was the plan from the start. Rockstar gets 3 birds with 1 stone. They please the modding community by supporting RP publicly, while quietly removing their only real competition for Project Rome for half the price, and they rehome just enough talent to make Project Rome a reality just in time for GTA 6. That's a win-win-win for Rockstar. And then the real tip-off came when the job listings started showing up. In September of 2024, a few roles quietly go live tied to something called the Creator Platform. Then in May 2025, more listings pop up across multiple Rockstar studios. Fast forward a month, and then a senior product manager role appears in New York. It directly references FiveM and RedM. That post stayed up for 3 weeks. One listing actually mentioned tools for user-generated content at scale, UGC, and I know a lot of you know what that means. Another called for experience building player-facing systems in a live multiplayer environment. Kinda strange move if they were only planning to maintain FiveM. These hires point at something else entirely. Around the same time, reports came out that Rockstar had been meeting with developers from platforms like Roblox and Fortnite Creative. Not to license anything, but to study how those ecosystems worked. Moderation, creator tools, content rollout, how they scaled in general. Rockstar's evolving. They don't want to burn time and budget building content only a percentage of players are going to experience. Because once you stop thinking in terms of DLC and you start thinking in terms of empowering your player base, it all starts to make sense. None of this was ever about FiveM. If you've been paying attention, Rockstar's shifting its focus away from massive DLC content drops and towards giving players the tools to build the experiences that they want. And with that much power in the hands of the community, Rockstar doesn't have to guess what works anymore. It's like instead of having one creative director for the online content, you have thousands. They'll see where the players spend their time, and then they'll double down on that specific content. If you're Rockstar, you can't lose. The hardest part is just getting everything off the ground and working. So just to recap, Rockstar starts hiring for internal tools under the Creator Platform. They quietly meet with developers who build massive creator ecosystems. Then they hire even more people to build and support that infrastructure. And right around then, Take-Two tells investors to expect a drop in GTA Online revenue, not because the interest is fading, but because the content is being pulled back. Something is ending, something else is being prepared to take its place. And it would be insane to think that Rockstar wouldn't go all out on GTA 6 Online, considering that GTA Online was their biggest moneymaker. I mean, it literally made them like $8 billion or something crazy compared to the base game. And at this point, I don't think we're guessing anymore. We're seeing a pattern that's emerging, and it's telling a very clear story. Rockstar is laying the foundation for a player-driven future, one where they don't actually have to build every mission or guess which DLC is going to hit. They just build a sandbox and let the players go to work. So what would be possible with a platform like this? What could GTA 6 actually look like if Rockstar pulls it off? You can drop into a fully immersive RP server, total vanilla experience by the way, that feels a lot closer to an HBO show than a game. A functioning economy, branching character arcs, crews forming rival empires. The possibilities are endless. Or maybe it's something completely different, a full-on zombie apocalypse game mode built entirely inside a Rockstar world. We're talking real survival mechanics like scavenging for fuel, managing supplies, watching your crew get picked off one by one. Maybe you choose to turn off respawns so you don't get second chances. You create a character from the beginning, and that's what you got. The point is, with the right tools and a system designed to evolve, we're not limited by updates or creative hires. You're limited by frame rate and your own imagination. And I think this is what Rockstar's quietly been building. A platform that grows with its community and because of it. If you enjoyed this video, here's a bunch more. Remember, kindness doesn't cost a thing. Have a good week, and I'll see you guys next Friday.